Welcome. We will now review some of the most commonly used AWS database services. AWS offers a variety of fully managed database services to support the needs of different types of applications. AWS offers services for SQL and NoSQL databases. In the category of databases that use structured query language, also known as SQL, Amazon RDS and Amazon Redshift provide managed solutions for relational databases and data warehousing. Amazon RDS provides a choice of 6 popular database engines, and it is ideally suited for transactional applications. Amazon Redshift addresses the needs of data analytics by providing a fast, scalable, and cost-effective data warehousing solution. Amazon DynamoDB, Amazon Neptune, and Amazon ElastiCache offer database solutions for NoSQL applications. DynamoDB supports document, key value store models, and transactional workloads. Neptune is a graph database service that supports applications that manipulate highly connected data sets. Neptune provides continuous backup to Amazon S3. It also provides point-in-time recovery with replication across multiple availability zones. Amazon ElastiCache is an in-memory data cache solution that supports the open-source Redis and Memcached engines. This module focuses on RDS and Aurora. Aurora is an AWS database engine. We will also review DynamoDB, which is one of the more common choices among the AWS NoSQL database offerings. Earlier, you learned that AWS offers services for SQL and NoSQL databases. You will now learn about the difference between a SQL database and a NoSQL database. An SQL database conforms to the relational model, which stores data in rows and columns. Rows contain all the information about one entry, and columns are the attributes that separate the data points. An SQL database schema is fixed. Column definitions must be locked before data entry. If you want to change a database schema, you must take an SQL database offline. Data in SQL databases is queried by using the structured query language, which allows for complex queries. SQL databases scale vertically by increasing hardware power, such as RAM, CPU, and disk IOPS. NoSQL databases are non-relational. They store data by using one of many storage models, including key-value pairs, documents, or graphs. Originally, the term NoSQL referred to a non-SQL or non-relational database. However, NoSQL can also support SQL-based queries. NoSQL schemas are dynamic, and information can be added rapidly. The key difference between the two types of databases is that in a NoSQL database, a row does not need data for each column. Data in NoSQL databases is queried by focusing on collections of documents. NoSQL databases scale horizontally by increasing the number of servers. Think automatic scaling. Choosing the right database services requires a good understanding of the capabilities of the service and the needs of the application. For example, some database engines use the relational model and are well suited for transactional applications. Other database engines conform to the NoSQL model and are intended for internet scale applications. Others are ideal for real-time workloads that require an in-memory data store for caching. Therefore, it is important to consider and match the requirements of the application workload with the capabilities of the database service. Some key workload characteristics to consider include whether the data is highly structured, the size of the data set, and your computational requirements. Don't forget to consider the way you must access the data and your performance needs. Here are some general recommendations for when to use the different types of AWS database services. The key takeaway is that AWS offers a broad range of databases that are purpose-built for specific application use cases. These fully managed database services include relational databases for transactional applications and non-relational databases for internet scale applications. They also include a data warehouse for analytics. an in-memory data store for caching and real-time workloads, and a graph database for building applications with highly connected data. Spend time considering your application's purpose before deployment. Here are some of the more common use cases for the different AWS database services. Amazon RDS and Aurora are generally used for transactional database applications, like enterprise resource planning or customer relationship management systems. Amazon Redshift is a service you can use for analytical applications and when working with very large data sets. Amazon Elasticache is typically used for real-time applications that require sub-millisecond latency. We're talking fast. Neptune is commonly used for highly connected data like news feeds or web applications that provide recommendations. DynamoDB is generally the database service to use for highly unstructured data. With AWS database services, you have lots of choices. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.